Hey, how you doing? We will get started at 8:05 today, guys. How's everybody's week going so far? Happy Monday. Nice. Also, I'm kind of curious. So, what's it called? I'm thinking about doing a few like more chill events, like where you guys have more opportunities to like more chill, like non-work related events. And I was thinking about a Smash Bros tournament, and I want to know if there'd be interest in doing that, or if there'd be interest in other games. I would like to hear your guys' opinions. But yeah, already tired to be real. Yeah, me too. I feel that. Brawlhalla, I'll mess y'all up in some Brawlhalla. Winner gets a referral or something. All right, you be down for it? Cool. We can get ready to plan. Yeah, we can plan something like that for probably after. I'm thinking after 4th of July, or around, like maybe around then, or yeah, sometime around like after 4th of July. Probably we could set something like that up for the Discord. Have a nice little tourney. Get some announcers. Yeah, be fun. F1 race stars. Okay, cool. Give it a few minutes for people to come in, like usual. Also appreciate all of the feedback that everybody's been leaving in the Discord for the platform. We've been doing our best this past week to address all the bugs that you guys have been bringing up and add feature improvements in general. So thanks to everybody for adding that feedback and so on. Are there any open questions just while we wait for like the next 5 minutes? Because I can start answering some in the meantime while we're waiting. Hey, how you doing? Brawlhalla? Okay. There's so much Brawlhalla demand. Okay, let's do it. If we did the array list and the 2 sum assignment, are we good for last week? Yep, you should be good. As long as you completed the array list module, you should be good for week 1. Yes, you can still submit last week's assignments. So just in general, if you didn't have like if you missed the assignment for a specific like reason, that's excusable. You can message me directly on Discord. And outside of that, like if you like just like if there's no like excusable reason or whatever the case may be, you are allowed to miss like the deadline on 2 modules to still be considered for all of our giveaways this summer. So like that will include, we'll be doing weekly mock interviews and weekly resume roast sessions where we'll be pretty much doing a full resume review of your like resume live stream for the program itself. Where are the assignments though? I thought that it was the assignments. When I say assignments, I'm just meaning like the stuff within the module itself. Do we still have opportunity to catch up? Will the following weeks also have 50 plus items to do? Okay, so the following weeks will have like a decent amount of content. This week, I would be don't look at it and like think like oh shit, like it's not as much content as it looks like. We've broken down the content into much more manageable, but like bite-sized chunks. And honestly, something that did I not get back to your message, Emmanuel? Yeah, something that I've been thinking is what we'll add to the platform and shoot to do like by Sunday this week is have it so that you can manage or so you can see like, okay, let's make sure that I do this by Monday, this by Tuesday, so on and so forth. Like some like way of seeing how the modules should be split up on a day by day basis. Let me know if that's helpful though, or like something along those lines. And no, we are no longer on arrays. We are now on linked lists. So, what is a module exact? Here, I'll show you guys right now. Let's see. Yep, cool. So this is a module. As you guys can see, this platform. This is arrays like module 1. Linked list is module 2. We also did add a due date right here that you guys can see, just so you have a reference while you're doing the assignments, you know when this module is done. So module refers to anything within this. Oh, whoops. You guys are not supposed to see the next unit. But module refers to anything in this, in this view, like in this card. So this linked list module is supposed to be completed for next week. We worked pretty hard to make sure you guys have Python and Java support for this upcoming week as well. And so, you guys will be able to use Java now. And yeah, so that's what a module consists of. All the learning and assignments are happening on LILO, right? Yes. All the learning and assignments will be on LILO. I'll drop the link in the chat. What do we do if we finish these modules early? Working on getting stretch assignments so that you guys can have more detailed, not more detailed, but an extended amount of things that you can practice to basically stretch assignments you guys can complete so that you still have, you can train that skill specifically. So we'll be working on getting that out. I would say by this weekend, we'll be able to get out some stretch assignments, but I'll communicate in a Discord if anything changes. But outside of that, just wanted to walk you guys through week 2. So with week 2, we're covering linked lists specifically, and link structures in general. We have the linked list project, as you can see, and then we have different problems for the this actual module itself. And so as you guys are going through week 2, this one's a lot more structured than week 1 was. Thanks for the patience, you all. So just make sure with week 2, you're going through the assignments and so on. There's some optional ones on here, but I would aim to complete the whole thing. And then the deadline for week 2, module 2 linked lists, is going to be next Monday at midnight. So that means 4 hours from now, or 7 days and 4 hours from now, Eastern Standard Time. That's the deadline. Also, that it's due next Monday night, pretty much at the end of the day. Past that, I mainly wanted to use the session to answer all the questions that people have been asking in Discord and whatever things are unclear. One other thing that I wanted to mention as well is just with the whole group, the whole discussion groups that we talked about last week, we'll be striving to implement those later this week. We had a lot of stuff going on trying to make sure that the platform was working last week. So we'll be able to assign you guys into more focus groups this upcoming week. So look out for that. But outside of that, I'll start reading the chat to see what questions you guys have. Please, just any questions you guys have, just drop them so I can get through all of them. Okay. And is anyone having problems in general just accessing the platform and content in general? And then any feedback in general that you guys would like to, add. Let's see. Okay, in order to access the assignments, you do not need to receive an email. You should just be able to navigate to the link that's pinned in the chat. Yeah, and a module is like one of these cards. Like module 1 was arrays, module 2 is linked list. I can't chat in some sections on Discord. That is by design. What sections are you talking about specifically? If it's stuff like the announcement section, you're not supposed to be able to chat in those. Those are restricted to some roles. Yeah, it's a lot more than last week. Yeah, last week was like the training wheels week. So you guys could get accustomed to the platform. But this week, you know, this is what you guys need to actually pass a software engineering interview. So that's why this week has a lot more content. How much time do you think we should spend on each lecture? So we cut up all of the lectures so that they're less than 20 minutes each. So like, I know this looks like a lot of content, but if you actually open the lectures, you'll see that, like, for example, this lecture is 8 minutes. Like, so it's pretty much like the length of a YouTube video, like, honestly. And then like if I scroll to like another random one, like 1.7. This one is 5 minutes. Like all of the lectures are under 20 minutes. Like 20 minutes is the cap. And we did this so that, like, when I was in college, I would have those like 1 hour and 15 minutes to 1 hour and 45-minute lectures. And I just, it's a snooze fest. I'm not like, nobody's trying to sit through all of that, honestly. So we tried to keep the same type of design with these lectures. And you can also like skip through and see like the different subject matter topics by looking at the chapters. And like, for example, pseudocode and add, you'll be able to skip through and then actually like reference that part of the video itself. Okay. Yeah, and I agree with what Marissa's saying. Just make sure everything's updated on your computer. We're working to make sure that the platform is supported on all like device, like all desktop device types. So if you have any problems on like whatever machine you're using, please let us know. And in terms of the optimal channel to put feedback in, right now people have mainly been using questions, which is fine. If you have feedback specifically about any bugs, I would like to see that in the bug reports channel. Yeah, and then just in general here. So yeah, we have a bug reports channel. We have a feature request channel. So if you guys have any types of like feature improvements you guys would like, yeah, like put it in that channel. Bug reports go in that channel as well. Beta discussion is just any general like questions about like the assignments, and then like help desk is if you're stuck on something specific. So like, you know, you're trying to do like reverse linked lists on the platform and you're stuck on the problem. Yeah. Let's see. Let me turn off my Discord notifications. Okay. Yep, and we're only meeting here on Mondays. I guess the other thing we'll go over this week is I want to make sure that everybody knows about the 2 events that are happening in our Discord this week. So we'll have one event on Wednesday where we'll be doing a live roast your resume session, and we'll be raffling off participants from that, and from that session itself, from the people who have posted the graphic on LinkedIn. So look out for that. That'll be Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then additionally on Friday, we'll also have another event similar to last week. 1 second, let me pull it up just so I don't butcher it. Yep, we're gonna do another problem workthrough on Friday with FAANG. So Friday 8 p.m. Look out for that. And you guys can RSVP as of now for the Roast Your Resume event. I'll drop the link in the chat and pin it so you guys can see it. But I definitely come out to that Roast Your Resume event. This will be an opportunity for you guys to get free feedback on your resume. And additionally, when you get feedback on your resume, some of the things that like, students have said when they came out to came out to roast your resume and like applied the feedback. I'll talk about an instance where I worked specifically with the student. He had interned at Amazon the previous summer, but he was going for new grad roles and he wasn't able to like get any interviews at all. He wasn't even able to get like online assessments with his resume. So I took a look at his resume, gave him like the feedback and how he should rewrite it and the tools to rewrite it as well, using our like LILO resume tailor GPT. And so basically he took that resume and then he applied after applying the feedback that I gave to him, and he got 3 interviews in the next week just from applying that, and then ended up landing an offer with Citibank. And so just make sure you guys pull up. This is a lot of like, free ball knowledge that will be given out. And so I wouldn't just make sure you guys don't miss it because it'll be a great event and a great opportunity for you guys to get your resume in better shape. And then I pinned the Discord event to the chat as well. So make sure you guys RSVP for that. And then an announcement about the problem work through on Friday will be going out later this week. So to make sure you guys look out for that as well. But besides that, the link list module will be due next Monday. And in terms of feedback or anything like that, just make sure that goes into the if it's something that's like functionality related, like a bug, the bug report channel. If it's something else, like a feature request, we have a channel for that as well. And yeah, any questions, comments, or concerns from the group? We can open up the floor just for general questions right now. How's the program going for everyone so far? So for the resume review, we will scrub your personal information out. Okay. And you said you can't access the 12-week Canva link. Let's see. Here, I'll paste it again. I'm going to put it in the chat right here. Let me know if you can't access this, and I keep forgetting about doing the work. Yeah. The biggest thing is really just like trying to like time box and make time for actually getting the work done. Because, yeah, I've been in that bucket before for sure. Nice. Nice. Pretty easy so far. All right. Time to turn up the heat for sure. Yeah. That's good to hear, though, that you guys have been enjoying the curriculum so far. The graphics posted on LinkedIn is outdated in terms of the date stated. Do we still have to still post it that way? No. So yeah, the copy is outdated. If you post it, you could just say like, if you tweak that stuff, as long as you have the link to apply still in the like text that you post in the graphic, then that counts as a submission. Okay. Thanks for the feedback, Ava. Yeah. And yeah, we're pretty much working on like all this stuff right now. And I'm very excited for like getting this group together for the hackathon at the end of the summer as well. So that's something else to look out for. Okay, the Ray project was bugged, but got it to submit. Been good learning these things. I know it's testing my perseverance and ability to graphic. Taking a Python course, so I'm finding it difficult to complete the projects. So you should be able to do the projects in Java now. What's your primary programming language? Yeah. I can answer questions till like 8:30-ish today. Java? Yeah, so Java support should be working right now. Let's just double check right now. Yep. Let's see. Yep, it's working right now. Should be at least. Oh, one thing that I was getting questions about from students. Huh. Yeah. That is a very interesting comment. So what you said about the how you learn Python by osmosis. So like Python, here's the thing, like, and here's why I'm like very like I have a strong opinion on programming languages. So I grew up like learning Java. Java was my first programming language. However, I use Python specifically for interview programming just because this is like what they like don't really explicitly teach you in the industry either. For interviewing, it's best to use Python because of how easy it is to write Python and how quick it is to write Python. Although it can be like, it's a hurdle to learn a new language. So to answer your question about like being a C# programmer, C# is very, very, very similar to Java. They're damn near the same, like very close. They're both object oriented and they both function like in very similar ways. Now Python, in my opinion, is not even in my opinion. Objectively, Python is an easier version. I wouldn't say a version of Java, but it's less verbose than Java. So you don't have to write nearly as much code to do the exact same thing that you would be doing in Python, if that makes sense, or that you would be doing in Java. So like that's why when I've seen a lot of comments about people saying that they are coming from C++ or Rust or Go or Java, and they're like, oh, I don't know, like Python, like I'm struggling. Like, I'm like, okay, but like Python is easier compared to all of those other languages. Python is probably 1,000 times, like not exaggerating, probably 1,000 times easier than C++. It's definitely at least 10 times easier than Java, just because of how simple the expressions are and so on. You do have to learn the new expressions and how to write the syntax, but Python is so much more simple and concise. So like it makes sense that you were able to just kind of like pick up Python, because the point of Python and like the creator of Python, he created Python to be the way that it is because he wanted to reduce the barriers to entry for programming so that more people could start writing code without having to like memorize all of this like archaic, like, like random, like public static void main string args, like, stuff that you would have to write in other languages like Java, for example. So Python is, I'm not saying that like, of course, if you learn Java and you know it like the back of your hand, you've never seen Python before, Python's going to be harder because you don't know it. But if you try to learn both from scratch, you could probably learn Python in a quarter of the time it would take to learn Java. That's the point I'm trying to get at. Yeah, because like it's like even just let's look at the difference right here on the platform. So with Python, it's like, okay, like let's read this expression: self.data equals data, right? Versus like like self.data, so like self refers to me, dot data, like my own data is equal to like the data that's being passed in. Like kind of just makes sense. But then it's like in Java, it's like then you have this constructor, and then like this dot data equals data. It's just a whole thing. Like it's like I love Java, don't get me wrong, but like the verbosity of it can be somewhat confusing. Sounds like the story for JavaScript for TypeScript, you know, TypeScript. Yeah, exactly. Like TypeScript is like, yeah, exactly. JavaScript is a much more loose version of TypeScript, as TypeScript is the type version. Isn't that the same in Python when you do OOP? Not necessarily. I'm more so just describing the verbosity of the language itself when you're trying to create an object in Java versus Python. Yeah. Although, like, yes, they do share a ton of similarities when you're trying to like create an object or something along those lines. But yeah, are we able to still complete? Yeah, you can still complete week one's homework. If you miss 2 deadlines, though, that's when you like start to, that's when you won't, if you miss 2 deadlines in a row, or not in a row, 2 deadlines during the program, during the 12 weeks, then you won't be eligible for like the giveaways that we'll be doing, such as the free mock interviews and the free resume reviews. Yeah. Any more questions? I asked this question at the beginning of the stream, but I'm thinking about putting together a live event where we do like something very chill, like not programming related, where we can like as a community, like, you know, bond and stuff. Thinking about doing like a either Smash or a Brawlhalla tournament. And so I wanted to know what games you guys play. So feel free to drop those in the chat. Thinking about probably sometime after the 4th of July, having this event. We could do like a tournament type thing. Recorded videos for the solutions of the project. We can make, I'll add that. We will work on getting those out. Yeah, we'll make sure you guys get those. It'll take us some time, but probably okay, Super Smash Bros. Okay, yeah, we'll do it. Maybe we'll do both. Maybe we can do Brawlhalla and Smash Bros. Yeah, but I'll make sure you guys get those recorded videos for the project. Also with these projects myself, okay, perhaps we'll think about 3 deadlines, but with these projects myself, I actually did all of these before the program started. So I need to go and I need to look through my walkthroughs and make sure that they're like helpful and stuff. But yeah. Cool. Anything else you guys have noticed on the platform that would like make it like, you know, easier or more, I don't know. Most questions don't have a solution. Okay. We will address that. I think I ended up doing the project before I did the lecture stuff. It was okay. Cool. Okay, cool. All right. Videos and videos of the solution and solutions in general, we will prioritize that next. So that you guys can, okay. And then watching lectures. I do think it would be nice to be able to watch lectures on the phone, because I was thinking about that myself. So we can make sure those things are added. And I'll just, in terms of like timeline, I'll try and make sure that stuff is done by Sunday. And I'll like let you guys know as stuff comes out. But yeah. Anything else at all that you guys would like on the platform? Just trying to make sure that it's tailored to you all's experience, adding the standard output if possible, in case we're like, okay, for sure. That is very high priority. I'll make sure that we get that out this week. Standard output. Maybe I missed it, but there's like websites that can help. Resources. Yeah, we can find that. We will be putting that out towards the end of the week, like the additional resources. Projects being slightly more separated. Oh, so like in the UI, knowing like this is the project and then this other stuff is the assignments. We can make improvements for that. Community note feature where people point out tips and ask stuff. Okay. We will make sure community notes, that sounds like a good idea. And we will make sure standard out, like the print functionality. I will get on that after this. Yeah. How do you get help if you're stuck with completing the project? If you go in Discord's general or Discord's help desk chat and you send a message there, either myself or someone in the community will help you out. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for all this feedback, though. This is some great feedback. I'll make sure that you guys like get this, because we're trying to ultimately tailor this experience so that it's the best for you guys. Cool. All right. All righty. Well, we got about 2 minutes left. So you don't have to watch. Oh, okay. If you get the assignments done without watching the lectures, then like I guess sure, in theory. Just make sure you're not using AI to submit those problems. No shortcuts. But if you can actually do it without watching the lectures, then fine by me. But I would watch the lectures if I were you. That's why we clip them up and so on. But yeah. Anything else, guys? We got about a minute left. Cool. Well, I mean, outside of that, I will be in the chat or like in the Discord. So like, you guys have any questions? Oh, is there a PM course? Not at this time. This is specifically just for software engineers. I myself am a software engineer. I don't know too much about product. I would take Huncho Bean. I would take your comment into consideration. Fair enough. I will take your court. Okay. I see why you asked that. Okay. I will take your comment into consideration, and I'll let you guys know by the end of the week on the like deadline specific stuff. But yeah. Besides that, I hope you guys have a great start of your week and great rest of your evening. If you guys need any help or have any feedback, please be sure to just drop that feedback in the Discord. We're doing this for you guys so you guys can succeed this upcoming fall and crush those technical interviews. But besides that, I'll see you guys next Monday. We'll be doing this type of call every Monday, by the way. So we'll kick off the week. We'll walk through like what events we'll have this upcoming week. Once again, this Wednesday, we'll be doing the Roast Your Resume session at 8 p.m. Eastern. And on Friday, we'll be doing the live problem walkthrough. Let me know, actually, would you guys rather see the project get walked through or like a problem from the module? That's one question I have from you guys. So like when Paraking does his walkthrough on Friday, what will be the most helpful for you guys? Okay, cool. Project. That sounds like, yeah, I'll make sure that he does the project then. Okay. Well, okay. If we had project solutions already, like a video explainer already, would you still want a live project walkthrough? Okay, cool. So this week, what we'll do is we'll do the project. Yeah, we'll do the project this week. Sounds good. And then for future weeks, and then additionally with the array list, we will go back and add video solutions, and I'll send messages in Discord when we do that. Okay, a recorded project and one live walkthrough. Okay. Project of the previous week. Huh. Yeah, that does make sense. Where are the lectures exactly? Where are they, those videos in the module? Like, yes, exactly. Those are the lectures. Yep. Cool. Alrighty. A bit over on time, but besides that, we will have this call once again next Monday. Paraking will be doing his live problem walkthrough on Friday at 8 p.m. Aaron Rodriguez will be doing a Roast Your Resume session on Wednesday at 8 p.m. So make sure you guys RSVP for those events in the Discord, and I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for coming out today. Bye.